Good morning, first graders. Happy Tuesday. Right. So, yesterday we had off from school for President's Day, and that was Monday. But the day before that was Sunday, and it was Valentine's Day. So, I am still in the Valentine's Day mood, and I thought we could read a story called Love Splat. Now, I don't know if you've ever read a story, but this character Splat, he's called Splat the cat. He has a lot of different books. It's like a whole series, and we're going to get to know Splat a little bit in this book to talk about his character traits. Okay, but I thought we could kind of stay into that Valentine's Day mood. That's why my classroom is still kind of decorated for Valentine's Day. Hope you had a great day. Okay, so this is Love Splat by Rob Scott. All right, Splat the cat. I like Splat the cat. So let me see if I can get a good picture. On the next page, we'll talk about his outside traits. Okay, so Splat stared into the bathroom mirror. A worried Splat stared back. His heart drummed and his tummy rumbled. His tummy rumbled. Wonder if he's hungry. Okay, before I read this, all right, so let's see. What can we talk about? If someone said, what do you know about Splat the cat? Well, I told you that his tummy rumbles and his heart was drumming. So, but looking at his picture here, his outside traits. Yeah, he's got black fur. He's a black cat. Looks kind of hairy, like a little like he needs to be brushed, but a furry black cat. He's got two small eyeballs right there. I can't tell his eyes. They actually look like they're green color. You can't really tell. It's like such small. Yeah, he's a cat. I don't really got much for him. 2 years, right? If you didn't know, I want to tell you this is his pet. It's kind of weird for a cat to have a mouse as a pet, but I think his name is Seymour. All right, so he's a black fairy cat. Do you know anything about his inside traits right now? Not really, right? Remember we talked about that? We don't know because we haven't really read to find out. We haven't really talked about what he's been feeling or what he's been doing. Right now, he's just brushing his teeth, right? We have to get to know that. We have to read the story and get to know him before we talk about his inside traits, right? His inside adjectives. So let's see. All right, so he straightened his whiskers, ruffled his fur, and brushed his teeth. Today he wanted to look just right. After all, today was Valentine's Day. Ooh. Splat had made cards for everyone in his class, and he also made a special card for a certain cat in his class. All right, so there he is. He made a lot of cards. Kitten. She had snowy white paws and green eyes, and Splat liked her more than fish sticks and ice cream. Okay, here's another character. Her name is just Kitten. Right now, outside traits, he just described it to us, right? She's got snowy white paws, so she's got white fur. And she also has a little tint of green eyes. It's just so hard to see that green right there, but I promise it's green. All right. But whenever Kitten saw Splat, she pulled his ears and poked his belly, tied his tail and called him smelly, and then she ran away. Well, that's not really nice. Why does she do that? Splat sighed. Seymour shook his head. Now, I don't know if you can see right here. This is like a dark cloud with rain. Do you have an idea of what that means? Like, it's not actually raining in his house right now. Like, he was just brushing his teeth. We know he's inside, right? I don't think it's actually just raining over his head. What do you think the illustrator is trying to show us here? Do you ever see that in like a show or anything? Yeah, it's just kind of to say like maybe he's a little bit sad right there, right? Like he's kind of sad that she does that to him. Usually, or things aren't really going your way. That's kind of when the author puts like a dark cloud over you. He feels like it's just raining on you. Things aren't going your way. So, hey, maybe we could describe him. He's a little sad about that, right? A little confused, a little sad. Splat practiced his smile one last time and left the bathroom. His family wished him a very good morning. Interesting. All is Splat's family. Oh, wait, nope. I see his dad there. Okay. Because I was going to say they look like Kitten. Let's see. He ignored his breakfast and gazed at a little red envelope. On the front of the envelope, in Splat's very best writing, was a single name. Oh, I love how that red just kind of like pops, right? Everything's kind of like a dull, like there's like black and white and like light colors, but that red where you can really see it. Splat tucked the envelope in his bag. Oh, I just want to tell you, did you hear that? He ignored his breakfast. Now, have you ever, I guess, like forgotten to eat or you were worried about something and you weren't really hungry? Yeah, maybe your stomach felt a little like a little weird inside, right? So you're like, I can't really eat right now. I'm thinking about something else. if I could describe one of Splat the Cat's character traits right now, right? His inside traits, I would say he's a little anxious, a little worried, right? He's ignoring his breakfast. Maybe he's so excited to give that card to Kitten, right? So he's kind of ignoring his breakfast. So Splat tucked the envelope in his bag and he left for school. His tummy rumbled loudly all the way. He was so busy telling his tummy to be quiet that he didn't see Kitten coming around the corner. Oh, we could always do some predicting. What do you think's gonna happen here? Yeah, I think they might run into each other. Splat! He bumped into her. And when he tried to say sorry, his tongue turned to jelly, his legs wobbled like rubber, and his tummy rumbled louder than ever. This happened every time he saw Kitten. Okay. Now, they're giving us a lot of like actions right here of what he does. How could we describe him right now? I told you he was worried, maybe a little anxious. You ever been nervous before? Yeah, I think everyone's been nervous before, right? I think Splat's a little nervous. He tried to say sorry, but it was like, right? And then his legs started wobbling. He shook a little bit, right? And his tummy rumbled louder, I think from not eating and from being worried, right? But he couldn't really talk. He was so nervous, right? So the inside, we're getting to know Splat right now. He's worried, right? He's anxious. He's a little nervous, right? Kitten gave Splat a funny look. Then she pulled his ears and poked his belly and tied his tail and called him smelly and ran away. Ugh! Why does she do that? He sighed. Seymour shook his head like, I don't know, dude. So maybe he's feeling a little down right now, a little sad. Later in cat school, all the class swapped their valentines. Splat sat at his desk, clutching the little red envelope. I'll give it to her soon, he said to Seymour, but soon it was recess. So he's even more nervous. He's nervous to give it to her, right? So he's kind of like delaying it, like kind of waiting. He's waiting too long. Splat sat quietly on a bench still, clutching the little red envelope. He didn't see the cat sneaking up behind him. Boo! Cried Spike. Ah! Splat jumped and dropped the little red envelope. Okay. He jumped really high. You ever scare a cat before? Or you didn't mean to, right? It's a loud noise and they like jump. I think they get scared. That's why the term scaredy cat, right? I would say Splat gets scared kind of easily. Yeah, I could describe him that way. He gets scared kind of easily. All the cat did was boom, and he jumped. Spike, that's the other cat's name. Spike picked it up and read the name on the front. I like Kitten too, Spike announced, and I like her more than you do. But I like Kitten this much, said Splat. And I like her this much, said Spike. Aw, groaned Splat. There's that cloud with the rain again. Yeah, I think he's getting a little sad about it. Splat pulled a piece of chalk from his pocket and drew it hard on the ground. I like Kitten this much, he said. Oh, our main character's sad, right? Right? He's a little upset about that. Oh, right? Because Spike is like, well, I like her this much. And I like Kitten this much, said Spike. And he drew a heart around the whole playground. Oh, groaned Splat. I made Kitten a special Valentine card, Splat said. You call that a card? Spike said smugly. Oh, he's kind of like bragging right now. He's like, psh, you call that a card? Look how big my card is. Well, now he's feeling kind of bad, right? Oh, groaned Splat, it's not fair. He's really sad right now, right? Seymour shook his head. Splat's card looked teeny weeny next to Spike's, and with a sigh, he threw it in the trash. Kitten opened Spike's card. The message inside read, you are so lucky that I like you. That's the inside of the card? You are so lucky that I like you? Usually when you're writing a card, you want it to make that person feel like awesome and special. He's kind of making himself feel like he's awesome and special. He's like, you're lucky I like you. That's kind of an interesting card there. Kitten smiled. Splat didn't, and he turned away. Okay, so just by his actions, we can describe Splat as sad still, right? He didn't smile and he just turned away. Splat didn't see the snowy white paws lift the little red envelope from the trash, or the green eyes read the name on the front. Kitten took the card from the envelope and opened it. Oh, there's the front of the card. In Splat's very best writing were 3 little words. I like you. Oh, he did a good job on that. Oh, Kitten sat down next to Splat and gave him a pink envelope. On the front was a single name, Splat. Splat opened the envelope. Now, I want to point out right here. Remember I was talking about that cloud that was kind of showing us that Splat was sad, right? It's been raining on him. But then look, Kitten. Now, she's given him umbrella, but she's really, I think, using her words and like showing him like, here you go. Here's a pink envelope. And that's kind of making Splat feel a little bit sunnier, right? It was raining on him like he was so sad. And then she sits next to him. She gives him a pink envelope. She gives him a card too. And all of a sudden that dark cloud, that rain's kind of going away. And he's perking up. He's feeling a little sunny. Maybe he's feeling a little bit happier now. And on the card was a rhyme. Your fur is soft and I like to stroke it. You make a silly noise in your belly when I poke it. Your tail's so bendy it makes me laugh, and you smell really nice when you've just had a bath. Inside the card, in Kitten's very best writing, were 3 little words. I like you. Look at him. I don't think I've seen him smile like that. He was practicing his smile, I guess, but I haven't seen him smile like that the whole time, right? Look at him. Look how, yeah, we know he's happy, right? Oh, look at our main character right there. So, if you had to describe, right? If you had to say, if someone said, what's the character traits? How could you describe Splat's inside character traits? 1, he's kind of anxious and worried sometimes, right? He can get nervous. Mm-hmm. Remember when he, and they would say, prove it. And you could say, he didn't want to eat his breakfast. He was so nervous. And then he was kind of delaying, kind of waiting to give the card to Kitten, right? He was nervous about it. He gets scared easily. Do you remember when he got scared easily? Yeah, when Spike was like, boom, and he like jumped up really quick. He's like, ah! What if I said, remember when he was sad? Can you name a time for evidence, right? Like, how do you know he was sad? That rain cloud was over him, right? He would say, "Oh," and he like didn't smile. They even said that he didn't smile. He was upset. He thought that Spike did better job at kind of getting Kitten's attention. He made a bigger card. He drew a bigger heart. He liked her this much, right? But Splat's also a happy cat. How do you know he's happy? Yeah, he's smiling, but what made him happy right here? Yeah, Kitten made him a card too, right? She didn't really care about Spike's card. Spike was like, you're lucky I like you. That's not a card, right? She wrote a nice poem to Splat and kind of explained why she does the things that she does. Oh, right? And it made our main character not as worried anymore and made him happy. I hope he goes and eats a nice big lunch then. There he is. Okay, so we have been talking about character traits a lot this past couple of weeks, okay? So when you read a story today, try to find that main character. Get to know them. Try to describe 2 things about them, right? Are they nice, happy? Are they adventurous? Do they worry? Do they get sad? Do they get scared easily like Splat? Try to figure out 2 adjectives to describe that character. Okay, that's what you got to do today. All right, and then on Thursday and Friday, I'm going to start going back to when we did beginning, middle, end, right? BME, yeah, you know me, the beginning, middle, end, okay? All right, so on Thursday, Friday, we're going to review that to go along with writing with Miss Babona. Okay, all right, I hope you have a wonderful day, and check out all the teachers' videos, and I'll see you back here on Thursday. Bye.